Show your affection for Chrono. And then some. Be vain. And then just give Robo a little pat. Hey everybody, it's Chugga Conroy. Welcome back to more Chrono Trigger. Last time, we set out with Village Chief Ayla. Aw, the way they're standing is actually kind of cute. Oops. Whoa, she did not take kindly to that. Now Chrono wants help. Okay, we will not do that again. We set it after the Reptites to look for our key to open the gate to get out of this place, and we ended up in the Reptite lair where it's likely to be. This time, in we go. This place is strange. I'm actually gonna say straight up that if there is a location that I don't particularly enjoy playing, it's this one. The Weevils will attack only if provoked. They walk around the room not doing much of anything. And you know what? Good time to see a new tech in the form of Thunder Chomp. Oh, okay, well maybe we can just attack here. Thunder Chomp is another way that we can imbue Ayla with the magic of others, turn her into a Super Saiyan, and do damage fitting of a Super Saiyan. She's pretty awesome, actually. It's a powerful tech. Anything that puts together Ayla and Chrono's abilities, I think, is very good. It's not quite the raw damage that we saw before from the kick, but it's still pretty darn good. And all of it was irrelevant because Robo could have just cleared out the room. There's him being a good little magic user, more than I gave him credit for. I should really know better than to question what a good guy Robo is. I'm thinking probably gonna switch out the party right away. Just kind of get some people in rotation. Like I said, people in rotation. Robo does not count. Sorry for taking back my compliments, Robo. And we'll jump down this hole. The main gimmick is that there is a maze of holes to drop down, and as you do so, you'll get sent on different pathways. To check the holes, the Weevils want to fight you, and just the thing that kind of sucks about it is that they come back every time you go around, so if you get it wrong, then you're going to be here a while. It's not very enjoyable. It just kind of wastes your time because the Weevils are such jokes anyway. I say that and we actually don't kill them right there. You saw what I meant, though. Robo was able to just screen nuke all of them effortlessly. They're not tough enemies. They just kind of take up a lot of your time. You get rid of them. Grab some feathers. I mean, bird beaks are just really, really dense hair material, right? Oh, hello. All right. Well, I didn't have a new thing with Luca. Perhaps Marl's a candidate for a new tech? I always like swapping out party members whenever we learn new techs, even if I'm pretty sure that there's not anything. Just to be absolutely sure. This is a Megasaur! Sounds like a Power Rangers robot. I don't know because I was never allowed to watch that. 64 damage. And then 33 damage, huh? Not exactly cutting the mustard that is his belly, huh? We heard about reptiles hating electricity, and that lowered his defense from the electric shock. Marl's now able to do more damage than Ayla was before, and Ayla doesn't do as much as you'd expect. I'm willing to bet there's some damage capping going on. He's also stunned and not able to attack during this. And he ain't so tough. The fact that we have to have Chrono in the party alongside Ayla makes him a joke. We'll move onward and downward to end up down here. Anytime. Okay, he just really wanted his help. Okay, we were happy to oblige. This is what we've heard all about, the Reptites. They're awfully crafty little enemies. Except not really. They say that they're hard to beat, but I don't see it myself, and Ayla is clearly the superior life form in the chain. Yeah, they're really crafty. They throw rocks at you. Chrono was so disappointed that he just ran over and smacked him for being a disappointment. Anytime you want to do anything, buddy, I will be happy to watch out for it and explain exactly how it works. That's sort of what I do as the floating disembodied voice over this journey. Don't disappoint me. Walking in place. That's smart. Huh, I guess by themselves they don't really do much of anything. 134. Grab all that. And then there's stuff around the perimeter of this room. There's a stone helm. One of the reasons why I didn't suggest getting a ton of them is because there's one in the chest right there, which is stronger than the Parian Beret. That'll go on Marl. If I can go around the perimeter of this room, oh, whoa, that got out of control fast. I wanted to see what they did. Didn't think we'd get to see it quite this. The way they were jerking around the room there looked really funny. You're not helping your cases, guys. You're really not helping your cases. I don't have any good way of nuking the screen right about now, so I think maybe I'll do a cyclone. Yeah, cyclone. That'll spread damage around. Been a while since we've seen it. Remember the days when I was getting excited about that. They're pretty good experience, actually. Those guys could barely do a thing to us, and they were worth over 200 experience points. This one, all on his lonesome, not so much now, is guarding a treasure chest. Showing you some raw cavewoman power. She was able to hit for 504 by herself after we lowered the defense. We also heard reptites were cold-blooded. Sure enough, they have a weakness to Marl's ice. Technically, a weakness to water as a whole, it's just that it manifests itself that way. Whoa, that was a critical hit right there. Almost did as much as her cat attack. That contains a high ether, first one of those that we've obtained. I think that was available in Medina Village. Yeah, restores 6, actually, no, I don't think it was. That was high potions that were in there. 60 MP, first one we've seen at all. After we've done all that, we go out this way, and, nice, I hadn't even pressed anything yet, and you just noticed me in the doorway. We got another Bao, and then we have a Mossback. We've seen how these types of enemies interact in the past. So, sir, if you would be so kind to do the honors, there is the formality. Don't worry, she had a stone helmet on, and all she did was just get a little reverb through her head. That sounds actually more painful than the actual blow. I've never had that happen before, where I've had a really, like, blunt impact to a helmet I was wearing. I don't play a lot of sports. Oh, whoops! Jeez! Imagine if he killed Chrono by throwing Marl at him. That would have been really good. Just like Schists, Mossbacks get activated after being struck once, though unlike them, they don't erupt on you, they steal your health, and then they run away. Obtained a Petal, obtained a Fang. And nothing really down here. What is of more interest is, oh, no, it's if they're facing you is how they detect you, and that's bad because we're really weak, and, oh, Chrono's, oh, okay, no, actually, it only hurts if you have the person thrown at you. It doesn't hurt to be the person who beats another person to death with their body. There's them running away. You don't want that because you don't get the experience or TP for beating them. Chrono got a level, Marl got a level. Nice. So, as for that maze of holes that you had to explore, yeah, that thing that I said I didn't really like and it hasn't really come up as an annoyance yet, this entrance has some ladders to climb. And by going out of this exit, you'll end up in this place. Sneak past the Bao. And you end up in the starting area once more. Wait around long enough and the weevils start digging. If they're digging in a spot you don't want, press A on them. I can't tell you how frustrating this place was to play through without knowing that. I went in and out of the room so many times waiting for them to dig where I wanted. There are 4 possible places to move on from this first room. Here is a map of them. You've all been on screen for over a minute, and this is the first time any of you has dug anything. I'll try it. Maybe it's down south enough. The other one was not. No, it wasn't. I don't like this. And if I press A on this, I get a pointless battle with you guys, because you only notice me when I start touching your hole. Actually, that sounds about right. Marl learned haste! What a way to pick up the mood from how things have been! Oh! I have been... This guy can really get down with himself. Whoa, he does not let his big belly get in the way. I was saying that I've been praising Marl for being a good healer, and that cements it. If you've ever played Final Fantasy, you know all about haste, how it shortens the time between turns and active time battles. It does exactly the same thing here, doubling it. I don't feel the need to demonstrate it right now because it is most helpful in a boss fight, and, well, this guy is a complete joke. But you know what it does, you know why I like it, and trust me, you like it too. Moving right away will cause that enemy to not notice you when you come into the room. You have to immediately be holding the control stick. Unfortunately for me, I touched a Mossback. Ayla got a level up in that rotation that I didn't need to do. I don't like to think of me taking the wrong path as a mistake. I like to call it more unintentional grinding. That one has to be in a different position. Come on. Come on. Come on, come on. Alternate route number 1 grants a high potion. There's another enemy here, which I guess we can do. This is a Rafflesia. I had heard the word Rafflesia pronounced for years by other people, but whenever I saw it written, oh, hello. You just drank right from it. Okay. Rafflesias are sources of HP for the Weevils, and if you let them attack, these guys don't do anything on their own. This seems to be a common trend. They don't struck unless struck first. And he just counters by sucking it out more HP from the Rafflesia. I was saying, Rafflesia is a word that I had heard said out loud by others, but whenever I saw it in text, I always pronounced it Rafflesia. I first heard of it in Animal Crossing, and I was saying Rafflesia for years, even in videos, until I was corrected on it well into my adult life. Lightning too! I'm getting very excited about these texts, but who could blame me? That's pretty special, actually. Just kind of happens that Chrono's ahead of the curve because he's in the party all the time. Why not? We can get into a battle and demonstrate this. I'm feeling good about that. Lightning 2 is level 2 magic, costing 8 MP. What do you get for that? Well, you get lightning on the entire enemy party. Similar logic to what Robo was doing with his laser spin. This can make Chrono a bit more potent on the magic front than what he was before. Of course, though, his screen nuke doesn't really hit that much harder than Robo's, and it's significantly more expensive, so your mileage may vary on whether or not you like that tech. We'll take that. And from this path, we get another Ruby Vest. Another reason why I didn't recommend getting too many of those. That one belongs to Robo. The next hole leads back down to the area with all the reptites, so that's this pathway down. Now to go back up and do it again. Seeing how a Megasaur has never been allowed to do anything, they breathe fire and they have a strong physical attack. You'll never see this because, of course, you want to use lightning every turn, but now that I'm letting it do things, who will be the one to get struck? I shudder to think that it might be me. It is me. Also, strong physical attack. Something I want to show. Oh, got it. I thought I was going to have to go down and then back up and all that. No, I didn't. Get a mid-ether. Unfortunately, still gotta fight the enemies, no skipping them. There's the other thing Rafflesias do. When attacked, they counter with what's supposed to be poison, though I've never seen it actually hit. I guess not having eyes would make it pretty hard to land your mark. Going further down the hole, we end up with more enemies. Who could have seen that one coming? But around the enemies is the same room that we were in before. It just interconnects. Dig, man. Come on, dig. Dig, you're in the right spot. Come on, dig. You keep hovering over the spot I want. Just dig. Dig, please. I also wish I could just press A on them to make them dig where I want. I always try in vain, but it doesn't actually do anything. Torture. You are on the spot. Just do it. No, not. Fine, whatever. Please let that be in the right spot. It was as soon as I walked into the room. Not even remotely. Nice. Good placement. Are you just torturing me? The one I want is the only guy who didn't dig right away. Chrono, you connect with me on such a deep spiritual level at the moment. I've been here waiting for 6 minutes for him to start digging. I keep wanting to just reset the room, but I know as soon as I do, he's gonna dig, and I'm gonna hear it for half a second as I go through the doorway. I've been looking at the patterns on the walls to pass the time, and that one up there looks like some kind of evil sorcerer raising up its arms while it has some kind of breastplate on. So this is how people passed time when they lived in caves. Why is it always everyone but this guy who digs right away? I need the bottom left. Oh yeah, great. 3 holes that all lead to the same place. Just what we needed. Oh, 4 holes that all lead to the same. A+. A+. You guys, just honest to God innovation. Yes! It's mine! I'm getting out of purgatory, for now at least. Mid-ether was what I did all of that for, and I still have to fight these guys. Chrono and Ayla got level ups. Going down this, it leads to the bottom left room on this level, a place we have never seen. No, do not press A on that, please. Please do not press A on that. Get a high potion. Never been so happy to see a potion in my life. Down the next hole, as one would guess, it drops you off in the Reptite room. You think that's everything, because that's all 4 paths. And then you notice that on the far right, there is a room that cannot be accessed from any of the 4 pathways. To access that, we need to go on the bottom right path again. I'm iffy on if that counts as bottom right. The top right hitbox is weird. It's the top right. Oh, whoa, those are like World of Warcraft goblins down there. You know, with the teeth and the nose and... Oh, that guy looks like the shopkeeper from Star Fox Adventures. Oh, great. You can't run from these battles either, just when I thought maybe I'd figured out a way to make taking the wrong pathway a little more bearable. I think that might be it. Please let it be it. Go down this pathway. No. Luca learned a new tech. Protect. Oh my God, it's happening. It's happening. It's happening. It's happening. That's the bottom right. You go down there. You wait around a little bit. Get away from me. I am not going to kill you. As much as I wish I could. Yes, wait for him to dig. He makes a hole that takes you down a 5th path. Oh no, the flower will not permit me jumping down a hole. I am so sorry I didn't consider the flower's feelings about the situation. It was so necessary to stop and kill. I'm sorry, okay. I just can't stand how the enemies respawn every time. They're not really challenging, they're just time consuming to fight. You go down this way and then you end up in room number 5. From going into room number 5, I'm going to be very careful and avoid these guys. Go up this way, open the chest, and get a slap in the face. At least this guy is easier to beat than your average Joe. Lightning, please. Ayla, please. Shoot him through the eyes, please. 220. Defense lowered by electric shock. And that's what I call... Maybe it's not what I call... But maybe now it is. You're welcome. You see what I mean? By this place just... High ether. Okay, that's a pretty good item. It's good selling fodder. We've seen what it does. That is kind of sort of worth it, I guess. I just wanted to show it to you, but you see what I mean by how this area kind of sucks? I have been here now, looking at my recording window, I have been here for 58 minutes trying to go down every one of these pathways. There have been times where I thought they dug in the right spot, but they just barely didn't, so it didn't count. There have been times where I've waited over 10 minutes for somebody to just start digging in the spot I needed. A lot of this time has just been spent on these repetitive fights that I guess Chrono can more or less clear the screen by using lightning too. It's torture. I don't like this area. It hurts me to say that. I would like to be wrong about this, because I just detest this area that much. Imagine another reality where I was practicing and I decided I was gonna grind up for that charm tech I was telling you about earlier, and that took 2 hours, and then I came here and this took 2 hours. That killed my opinion of this place on that playthrough, at least. This is probably my least favorite area. I don't get really much enjoyment out of playing it. It's so tedious. It's just babysitting those bugs until they finally do what you want. I don't care for it. It's slow. Chrono doesn't even have any lightning right now. Just toss yourself an ether, bud. Ayla, it's your natural-born enemy, so you can just attack that. The Reptides don't really do much. Their attacks miss all the time. I also never got the Raffalesias to land their poison even one time, and for a while I was trying because I wanted to show it to you, because that attack does actually poison you. Not something that you've run into very much. I don't think we've been inflicted with poison so far, so I wanted to show it. It does what you would expect. It just makes it so your HP goes down gradually, little by little. Maybe this guy is weak to that as well. He just loves showing us his gut. He is cold-blooded, after all. 264, not really any better or worse than what we were getting before with our regular attacks. 518, that's it. And bye-bye, Reptites. Got a Petal, got a Fang, and there we are. That makes the save point appear. Lord knows we need it. Been low on MP for a while, so I think it's shelter time. This is what they're for. Now, something that I want to change around. These fights have been easy enough, I guess, if not a little bit tedious. Ayla having the third eye. I'm not sure if I like that. I'm thinking, who could have seen this one coming, giving her even more speed than she already had. My future self is cutting in to tell you I don't recommend doing this. You'll see. Speed belt will up her to 15, only 1 point away from having maxed out speed. With all that done, we are good to go on.
What in the world? Could those filthy apes have crafted something this advanced?
Azala!
And so the hairless apes arrive. Ah, these new ones appear cut from a finer cloth than Ayla. Perfect! This should make things easier. Tell me, apes, what is the purpose of this device?
What harm could it do? Lies! Do you take me for a fool? No one would talk so easily if that were true. But perhaps this might loosen your tongues. Come, Nizbel! I don't want that thing anywhere near my tongue. We fought someone very similar to you in a cave as well. Nizbel goes in a cycle. He is a decently powerful attacker, nothing that you couldn't handle at first glance. You strike him with an electric shock, and his defense is lowered. While he is in this state, you just want to pound on him as much as possible. Maybe throw in some ice for good measure. 467, not bad. We're just gonna keep on that damage while his defense is down. 223. I'm just reading out loud all the numbers. I'm sorry. I was that one weirdo who actually enjoyed math class, okay? That's what I did. And then he goes for an electric discharge, dealing back onto you what you did to him. And then we have a chance to heal. Aura Whirl is great for this fight. It's part of the reason why I wanted to bring in Marl, just because we don't have a good way of healing the party without it. Chrono, however, has a great way of dealing damage with or without having its defenses lowered. This turn might be well spent on healing if we need a little bit more. Sure, toss Marl a potion while you're at it. How good would Thunder Chomp be? This is a single target electric attack, and it does more damage than just vanilla lightning. Perhaps that could be good? For a second there, I thought Chrono was just rushing up to attack it by himself, and I was like, wait, that's not what I clicked, and then, oh yeah, I remembered the thing. The thing that I've always said I love doing. Turn him yellow. 20, okay, no, it's not worth it. I had a feeling it wouldn't be, but just kind of had to confirm things there for a moment. Marl does have haste, actually. Maybe I should go for that right now. I'll go for a drill kick. It's not terribly complicated of a fight. It just goes in a cycle, lower his defense with lightning, pound on him, he electric discharges, lower his defense again. You have a chance to heal when he does the electric discharge because it's going to hit the entire party. Marl, go ahead and haste up Chrono. We got tons of mid potions. They're just coming out of our ears, what I seem to be saying about everything lately. So we can do that. We'll go for the lightning. Lower your defense again. Drill kick. We'll haste Ayla as well. I don't really haste Marl. Like, usually if I haste her, I do it last. Go for it. Such a cool looking clock effect. Always thought that looked really good and very smooth. Yeah, as you can see, it's just coming around like nobody's business at this point. I'm thinking Marl should probably do a little bit of insurance on herself because we're gonna have an electric discharge any minute and she's pretty weak. Good, I just barely got through the cutoff. That'll fully heal her. No, yeah, 392. Like I've said, Cure is so good. What else do you really even need? Whack him. The 3 damage beat him, that'd be really good. It'd be the equivalent of Picky beating the Starman Jr., something that I very much look forward to happening every chance that I get. Cure on Chrono. And I think he should be pretty close to being done already. This, like I said, not tough. While we're working this out, have a listen to the boss music because it hasn't gotten enough attention from me yet. Quite an HP sponge, aren't we? That went on far longer than I thought it would for how simple the pattern is. Once you got him in the loop, you got him. 500 experience, 10 TP. Chrono got a level up. Ayla learned Boulder Toss. And Marl's level went up as well and learned the Ice Toss dual tech. And learned... Oh, why do we have to be done when I learned Falcon Strike? I love that tech. The apes beat Nizbel. Give thing back Chrono now. Very well, you've won today. But know that we reptites are the rulers of this world. We'll not surrender it to you, filthy apes. Is the gate key all right? Oh, thank goodness, it looks like it's okay. Azala, come anytime! Ayla, no! Chrono leave? No Chrono. Ayla, no fun. Saying that right in front of Kino. Nice. Thanks, Ayla. I learned a lot from you. Sorry, Chrono. Kino tried to be strong now. Even more strong, Chrono. Come again, Chrono! Have party! Drink! Eat! Dance! Fight! Fun! You scare me, but in the best possible way. After that, you are taken back to town automatically. But you know what? That boss came out of a room that we never got to go into because we only saw it inside of a cutscene. So this area gets to be even more inconvenient than it would have been if it just existed as it was. So it turns out Ayla takes her equipment with her when she goes. This means my speed belt is gone. It's not so bad because we're going to be benefiting from other types of equipment going forward. I just thought I'd show you that that's the case. After all that, your reward for your curiosity is rewarded by absolutely nothing. Not a room, not any kind of secret capsule. No, just an exit you can't go back in through. This is the most un-Chrono Trigger location that I think there is. It is beyond tedious. You spend so much time waiting around for things to happen. Oftentimes it doesn't. And then you have that one little extra curious question at the end of it. And no, nothing of value. It just wastes your time if you had that question in your head like I did. It's no good, terrible, bad pants, and I don't like it. But at least the bad stuff is over. Next time on Chrono Trigger, we play a much better part of the game. See you guys then.